So this is the great box of G1 Junkers unboxing. So we thought we'd film this just to show you what we've got. So we'll start off with some little bits because they were already out. Can't remember the names of all of these, so I will be going on the wiki to find out. But we've got a little Micromaster that is still in pretty good nick and does transform. There you go. Somebody watching this will know who that is straight away. I do not. We also have two of the G1 Decepticon double target master guns, and we may find that there's the bot that goes with them. So there's one of them. There's the other one. Again, I don't know the name of them. I want to say I think they go with Quake, and I already have a Quake, so I may end up with a spare. But there they are. Let's see what we've got next. So here we have a bag of Seacons. Now I think this is going to be quite literally a very mixed bag. So to start off, we've got an Autolator. He's missing one of his lobster claws. Got one, but he's not got the other. And unfortunately, it appears he's got a peg snapped off in the bottom of his feet there, so that might... no, he doesn't really stand, does he? And he's down. But it does transform. Nice and simple. So, could have it in the lobster mode, I suppose. Let's see what else we've got. We have Tentakill. He looks to be fairly unbroken. These are all played with, so, and they're very old. We're not sure where they were stored, but they were donated very kindly by a work colleague of my wife's. And these may not have seen the light of day since the 80s, so we'll keep going. We have the chest piece slash shield slash turtle shell. Again, got a snapped off peg there, but the other one's there, and I think even with the snapped off one, that still hold on the chest and maybe on the back. No stickers on it, unfortunately. They're worn off, and the chrome is worn as well, but you know, can't complain when you're getting these things for free. Then we have Seawing. He's definitely got one of his guns. Again, looks to be in okay condition. It does transform. If I break anything during the filming of this video, it may not see the light of day because I may be too busy crying and you won't be able to hear the rest of the video. But again, I think the stickers have gone. Might be a repro label job. I have got a what are they called? Reissue set of Seacons, so probably won't need these myself, but somebody else might. Who knows? And then we have Scalor. So it looks like, I think we're going to have all of them. We shall see. Definitely got one of his guns. There are some other bits in the bag, so his other gun may be in there. We will transform him just to make sure. Oh, you still get the creak. Oh, he's still got some of his stickers on as well. Usual. There often is a bit of paint wear to the heads, to the faces. And then I do use the guns because these fists are so stiff. You can hear the creak. And my original one, which is from the 80s, they're exactly the same even after all these years. So we've got three of the team. We have, now this is one that I think has definitely seen better days. So we have Overbite. Jawbreaker, as he was mistakenly once called, and as you can see, he's got one of his claws snapped off, and the tail, the shark tail, snapped off. But he does have a gun. It's a bit of a shame for him. And let's see what other bits we've got in here. Oh look, there's the tail. So that goes with him. We have some of the other bits. So we've got one of the feet. And that has the peg, so I'm guessing we're going to find the other foot in there with the peg broken off. The peg that we know is stuck in him. We've got the weapon for Nautilator, which should just plug in. There we go, to his mouth like so. And we have Scalors of the weapon. So he's complete, and he's actually in half decent nick. Just need a bit of cleaning up. We have some more bits. We've got Piranacon's head for the combine mode. Again, they do need a bit of cleaning up. And there's the broken foot where the peg was. We then have some other little bits. I'm just going to get these out before we get out anything else. So that is Otherlight's other arm. Just go back in, and there's the snapped off one. But again, these were played with toys that have been donated to me very kindly for nothing, so there may even be some more on the way, we're not sure, we're hoping. And by we, I mean me. There's Tentakill with his 2 weapons, so he's complete. Now he seems to be in pretty good nick. And then the last thing in the bag is the big man himself, Snaptrap. Now I got one of these, a boxed one, in really good condition and complete for £30 not that long ago. So this one seems to be in pretty good nick. The legs are very stiff. I'm not going to push them too hard at the moment. What I do like about this one is these ankle parts, which are always really loose on original 80s copies. They're actually really stiff. So he stands with no problems. Which isn't always the case, sometimes they tend to flop over. So we've got the Seacons then. A bit of a mixed bag in terms of their condition. Tentakill, Scalor, and Snaptrap, by the looks of it, are in the best condition. Snaptrap does have, still has the peg for his pom-pom guns on the back. I'm not going to fiddle with that just now, just in case. And we have some of the bits that go with it, but obviously it's not 100% complete. There might be some bits there, though, that might help somebody out. Let's keep going. So I'll move these out the way a little bit. I hope they don't all fall down the back. Speaking of which, something of mine actually fell down the back before, which is my ape face. Now, I'll show you that later on. So, what else have we got here? We've got Ju-On Micromaster base, and I think this is Grease Pit. Again, a bit mucky, needs cleaning. But we open it up, still got the missiles in there. Now, I've never owned Grease Pit before, so I don't actually know necessarily how it all works, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Different parts open out. Yeah, interesting. Does that open up that way? Well, however it opens, it's very stiff, so I'm gonna leave that for the moment. Maybe have a little play around with that later. Stickers, a lot of them have gone off. We've still got the one for the garage, but yeah, basically got at least part of Grease Pit. Pretty certain. Somebody might be sat at home screaming, trying to correct me. We also have this one. I don't know. Is this one Ironworks? I don't know who I'm asking, because the only person sat next to me is my wife, and I don't think she'd know.
I have no idea.
But again, when I actually first saw this in the box, I was half wondering whether it was... it goes like that, doesn't it? I was half wondering if this was a Micro Machines playset, because of course they were very similar and they were designed around the same idea. Bit of a rip-off in some ways, the Micromasters. So you can see how much that's sun faded. You compare the colour between the one that was at the bottom and the one that was at the top. So again, these are well played with toys. May not have been stored as well as we as collectors might store them, but still a bit of fun. Keeping on a Micromaster theme, we have Overload with his trailer. A lot of rust there, I notice, on the screws. Oh, came out all right though. Does he transform, or am I about to snap this live? I know the arms are very loose, but there you go. It's not too bad. Like a really crap Ultra Magnus. And then Listen for the creak. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I think there might be some pieces missing, but again, at the bottom of this box, there is so many accessories, and that flips around. I actually had one of these when I was little, and I think, shock horror, I think I might have given it away to a friend's little brother many years ago, which I of course regret now, even if it was a nice thing to do at the time. So there we go, we've got G1 Overload, doesn't want to stand up. Let's go on a slightly different tack. G1 Spinister, looks in really good condition, complete. It's got both of his Target Masters, Singe and Hair Splitter I think they were called. I'm going to have to transform it now, aren't I? I'm going to have to check. This video will probably end up being far too long and my phone will die, so may never see the light of day, but we'll give it a go. And pop these arms out. Not a big fan of live transformations, just in case they ever go wrong like they have for one or two of my Transformers The Show colleagues. And then always a pain is getting out the fist. So again, I cheat and I use the actual Target Masters themselves. Bit dangerous because the pegs can go. So one thing I've noticed straight away is loose arm syndrome. Oh, I haven't popped those back either. There we go. We'll get the other fist out. Again, this is right up my street because this is my era of G1, or at least my favourite era of G1. As wonderful as the original 84 and 85 toys were, I preferred it when it got a bit more sci-fi and you had the crazy colours. And Spinister, one of the greatest Transformer names of all time as well. So he's missing a sticker or two. Again, needs a bit of clearing up, but other than that slightly loose arm, he seems to be in pretty good nick. Right, I'm going to pop him over here for now. And let's get out. Oh, we have a Skyhopper. We have the base. Got the rotors. Got one of the guns on the side at least. I'm not going to open this up into its base mode right now, just because again, sometimes these things can be a little bit creaky and a little bit dangerous, but looks in quite good nick. I've got one of these already, and in terms of condition, after it's cleaned up, it probably wouldn't be that different condition to the one I've got. A little bit all faded, so maybe we'll have an actual Skyhopper figure somewhere in here. Right, you'll have to excuse me while I reach across now. So we have, now this is what got me really excited when I first saw the picture of this. This of course looks like part of the backpack for a G1 Jetfire. But I'm going to give you one spoiler alert in that I have had a look into the box and there is no rest of the Jetfire yet. We will wait and see whether anything else emerges. Let's go with this next. So we have Grimlock. Again, battered, but with his sword and his rifle. I need to check mine because I don't think I've got the rifle or the sword with my Grimlock, so I may be stealing those. Unfortunately, he is very loose, and you can see there he's got one of his T-Rex arms snapped off. But other than that, I think he's complete. Still got the little Diaclone seat, which of course they didn't use once he was in the Transformers line, but as you can see, he just about stands up. I suppose he wouldn't look too bad if you were sticking him on a shelf. I'm going to pop him out the way. I am going to lay him down because I fear otherwise he will fall down. And let's see what we've got next. So we'll go with this one next. Now this is another very old, clearly very loved, well-worn toy. So this is Silverbolt, the G1 Autobot. I've never owned a Silverbolt. This gives me a lot of nostalgic feels because I remember somebody bringing one of these into school, and I always liked the aerial bots. I was more of a Decepticon fan, but I like the aerial bots because they transformed into jets, and I just love jet transformers. I have no idea how to transform this. I'm guessing it's not too challenging, but we shall have a look and see. So I think that's one of his legs done. As I say, with these, as they haven't been transformed for a very long time,
Keegan.
it was just Lucas. It doesn't want to come out that foot. So this might be one of those ones that, to avoid it breaking, I remember Thew buying, I think, a G2 version of him. And I think he was at the train station, he said. And he was having a fiddle around with it, and it literally just fell apart in his hands. So I am a little bit nervy. Keegan.
Keegan.
Right, no feet, because they're very stiff, and I'm not going to risk pulling them out. But you can see the basic box there. I have to have a look at that one and see if it can be tightened up and fixed a little bit. But still, cool. I'm going to lay him down again because with no feet he's not going to stand. Shall we stay on that? No, I think we'll just have to go with what's near the top because this is a big pile of bots. 8-Face. The favourite of a lot of people, a lot of fans of 8-Face. Now I have my 8-Face, it's actually over there on the table, but I can't reach it right now. And what I have done is this 8-Face, which you can see is a little bit yellowed. It came with, well, it's come complete, and I have already stolen the rifle to go with my own 8-Face figure because it's my original one that I've got is in better condition than this. Now, you know, many people talk about the jet mode for this. I always felt it wasn't as good as, it's not as good as Snapdragon, is it? Let's be honest. The Snapdragon had a better jet mode. But it seems to be in good nick, relatively speaking. Just be careful with that shield. Let's move it out of the way for a moment. I was expecting it to stick. We may be visited in a moment. So, my daughter is into the room and then left again. So we have an 8-Face basically. I'm not going to get through doing all the transformation with it, but it does seem to be complete again. Sticker wear, bits missing. If we can get him into robot mode at least. Now with the wings, I always felt like you had to do them in a certain order. Oh, I had it right the first time. Ooh, what's that? Oh no, it's just the screws. And then obviously the backpack. Now the backpack is a massive pain. Part of the reason why he doesn't stand very well. Oh, that's strange. His arms seem to be on back to front. I wonder what's happened there. Well, I'm sure it'll be fixable. Swap the arms over. I'm not sure why. I've never seen that before. And his head does go into socket or not perfectly. Again, might need to have a fiddle around with that. But yeah, it's told you on 8-Face, isn't it? And he has still got his Decepticon symbol. There you go.
So do that again.
There's a nickname for that nose cone, but I'm not going to use it right now. Okay, yeah, I've never seen that before. So his arms are on the wrong side on a G1 bot. And it's not like I can swap them around, so I'll have to have a look at that, see if something's happened, or if there's a way of swapping it around. Anyway, 8-Face with shield. Let's go to the next one then. So we already had Silverbot, so we've got another one of the aerial bots. I'm going to try and whiz through this a bit now. This one's no, what's this one called? Skydive? Might be Skydive. I can't remember now. There you go. A little bit of wear. The arms are loose, which is often the case with these figures. But again, oh, doesn't want to stay upright there. No. And he wants to sit down. But it looked alright in jet mode, so, you know. That's something, isn't it? Well, you'll get to enjoy the dog loudly cleaning his paws behind us. Right. So I'll pop that one over here with Silverbot. We have Hunger complete. So he's got his weapon, his gun, and he's got his shield. Still has its stickers on. Does he? Still got the rub sign. There you go. Doesn't seem too bad at all. In quite good condition. Again, needs cleaning up. But you can stand him. You can pose him. And I always liked Hunger. I have my original one. I always felt he was one of the best proportioned Transformers. He just looks like a big robot. There you go. Yeah. It turns everything all right. And I can't see any problems with that. I think, looking at it, I think that'll transform fine. But, seeing as we've been on a while already, I'm going to keep going. Pop him out of the way. Power Master Optimus Prime. With Haikyuu. So he has got Haikyuu with him, as have many of these Optimus Primes, including my original. We have these snapped off, apart from the trailer, the hitch, which often happens. And as we all know, we can transform him, even without... Ooh, well, I'm saying we can transform him. Those feet are very stiff. It took a bit more force than you probably could tell there. I mean, this really does feel like it's come straight out of somebody's garage or loft, which kind of nice because it's like it's been in a little time capsule, and now we've got it here. Still got an Autobot sticker on. He's still got the stickers for the cab. Neither of these smokestacks are broken, which you see on a lot of these. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Apart from the regular damage, which you get all the time anyway. That's pretty darn good. And Haikyuu still got both his arms. That's probably worth more than that is. But there you go. Right. Pop Optimus Prime over here. And watch Haikyuu fall over. Right. Let's get back to some Micro Mastery goodness. So we have Ground Shaker. Appears to just be the base at the moment. But again, as I said, there's loads of accessories at the bottom. So Sky Hopper there. And now we've got Ground Shaker. Missing a lot of its stickers. And again, I just recently got one of these. Very lucky enough to be gifted another one of the actual vehicle from RJ. So there you go. Another spare. Now 3. Another Terracon Cinetwin. Another one of my childhood faves because I had this guy. I think my childhood one. I don't know. I was going to say it might be in better condition. It's got the stickers. But the colours on this are alright and it transforms fine. I wonder if we've got the weapons for it if we keep looking. So I'm going to put in with his boss. So Cinetwin and Hunger. Cinetwin, another awesome name. Prime's trailer. Which, yeah, you can see the dust. I don't know if you can make it out. The panels aren't broken, which is good. Still got the stickers. So that's good. Actually, there isn't a lot of discoloration of that. Not as much as on some of the other ones, anyway. And who doesn't love Power Master Optimus Prime? Still the best Optimus Prime I think we've ever had. Lovely. There we go. Oh, we've got to do it, haven't we? So I'm guessing at the bottom of this box there will be a Power Master Optimus Prime head. That's my guess. Oh, these legs were very stiff. Somebody's probably going to tell me I was supposed to have the Power Master in for that, but never mind, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. How are you? And Haikyuu back in there. Haikyuu seems to want to pop out. So let's keep that, and then that goes on there. Somewhere I'm gonna delve. Sorry, I wasn't gonna put myself on camera, but I'm gonna delve for a second. You know what? I'm just gonna carry on because I'm sure there will be some more pieces in there. And looks like another piece of Jetfire there. So I really hope that the person who brought us this manages to find some more. We've got Streetwise. Again, never owned this figure. So this is the Protectobot Streetwise. I've never transformed this. And again, because of the age of these things, I am a little nervous about trying to do it. I'm guessing the fists have to come out from there somewhere. Yep, there we go. And then slide the arms out. And is that it? I think that's it. Is that supposed to do something? Well, anyway, there you go. Streetwise. So we've got one Protectobot at least. I'm going to put Optimus Prime out of the way for the moment. I might come back to him. Obviously very play worn. Aha! Now, I think we mentioned these before. So here we have Quake. G1 Quake. I have a very good condition version of this toy. So, again, I probably won't be keeping this one. Not even to have as a spare. It's because I don't really need a spare. But he appears to be not broken, at least. Missing his stickers. And I feel pretty sure that these are his Target Masters. One there. One there. I don't know the names. So, again, if you're watching, you know the names. Well done. I don't. I'm going to pop you with your mate Spinister. There we go. Another member of Abominus. So we've got Cutthroat here. And again, I just recently got a Cutthroat. I think that was RJ as well. There we go. Still got his heat badge, his insignia there, rub sign. And he stands up quite nicely, so there we go. Just checking the face. Unfortunately, the face looks like it's taken a bit of a battering. So the red eyes don't look the best. And seeing as we're doing a bit of Abominus, let's do the next one. So we've got Blot. Now, straight away, yeah, he's a bit loose. And I don't actually have a Blot. He's another one that doesn't want to stand properly. But that might be something we could tighten up. Right, let's see if he transforms all right. Maybe he'll stand up better in troll mode or whatever we're calling it. Did we ever decide what it was? I'm not sure we did. I think the head, yeah, the head goes all the way back and hides in there. And then that is supposed to go down for this mode, is it? Oh, well, what's that? There's something on the back there. There we go. And troll mode. Still got some of his stickers, still got his heat insignia. So I'll probably hang on to that one. Probably. Just because I don't have any Blot. Let's go back to the Micromasters. That looks like the vehicle mode for, I want to say it's called Flat Top, something like that. And it's supposed to represent an aircraft carrier. Not sure if there's any bits missing off that, if it's supposed to have a little command cockpit, but there you go. So more Micromastery goodness. I'll go for a couple of the bigger things. G1 Snapdragon. Again, quite worn. Blue wings are missing and the guns are at the moment, but again, there's so much at the bottom of that box that could be in there. And there's Krunk inside Snapdragon's Headmaster. So it appears he is at least, he has at least got his Headmaster. So let's see if he'll transform and if he'll stand up. This video is turning into quite an epic, on my intention. I'll try and whiz through some of the rest of it. See the Headmaster? Hey, there we go. And the old tech specs are still working as well. And yeah, he stands up pretty well. So that's the Horicon Snapdragon. Needle Nose Double Target Master. Comes with both of them, and they are called Sunbeam and Zigzag. And I know that because they came with, obviously, modern versions, came with his Legacy Evolution toy, which is a very good figure. Now, I do have one of these, and the arms on my original version are an absolute bugger to get out. There we go. Is it easy? Oh, it's miles easier. It's actually in pretty good nick. And the helmet isn't all wobbly like on mine, so this guy might be staying in my collection. So there we go, needle nose, and again, he's got his 2 double target masters. That's all 3 of the Decepticon double target masters there. Stand him there. On for the movie fans, Rodimus Prime. Again, see what condition he's in. Out come the arms. A bit simple enough. Old weary Rodimus. As we all know, Jamie's favourite Transformer ever. Insider joke. And then we have the trailer, which does have the cannon inside. Didn't have the side parts, the shields. But still, that's in pretty good condition again. I'm sure it'll be useful to someone. So yeah, Rodimus Prime. A little bit of paint scuffing, or scraping, but yeah. Right, pop him out the way. What else have we got in here? We have a broken Skystalker. So yeah, wing is off and the top canopy part is missing as well. Has got the back wheels though, that's the front wheel. Might be something to keep around for spares. Well, you can pop the wing back on. There you go. And I think, oh, the wings come off. We have the shuttle that goes with it. Again, all needs a good clean, this. The Micromaster isn't with it, so hopefully when they're looking through, they might find some more. And this, I'm pretty sure, is the canopy part. There we go. So you can kind of get a botch job putting it together a little bit. It's not gonna hold up to a lot of movement, but if you were displaying it on a shelf, it wouldn't be too bad. And then this will sit in on top. Right, let's pop this out of the way. There's a broken wing. And let's see what else we've got. We have another aerial bolt. Another aerial bot. This one is Firefly. Ooh, that wing. Ooh. Ooh, they are very stiff. Arms are loose as anything though. Typical. So the wings don't want to move and the arms won't stop moving. No stickers. Looks good in its jet mode. So again, somebody might want it for jet mode, I suppose. But yeah, G1 Aerobot, I think it's Firefly. Pretty sure. They tried to rename him Firefly, I know, but we'll put him with the other aerial bots. And here's Slingshot. And again, I've never owned a Slingshot. He's very yellowed. That must be said straight away. You can see the difference between his legs and his thighs that are normally obviously hidden up in there. And yeah, there's Slingshot. Never liked him. Always thought he was a bit of an a-hole in the cartoon. His arms are really skinny as well. But there you go, another aerial bot. I almost said aerial bolt again. We have the cannon that goes with Sinotwin in his beast mode. Shame he can't hold it in robot mode. We have Flat Top. Now, I don't know how to transform this one. I'm just looking now. So it looks like his head's there. There's something I'm not doing here, and somebody was screaming at the TV saying you have to do this. Put it in the comments. But anyway, he looks complete. I just need to figure out why his head is in the middle of his body and what appear to be his legs are here. but there is, I'm sure, a full explanation for this. Oh, there we go. It took a bit of force, that's all. And then swing that back. Yay! We figured it out, and it didn't take us 4 hours. Brilliant. There we go. So there we have flat top. I'm gonna drop him. He's just gonna fall over. My mind's gone completely blank, but I do know who this is because he's another one of the Terracons. And Ripper Snapper is his name. He's got his gun, which is good. Now I have one of these already, but I will compare conditions for them, see what they're like. And again, really simple transformation. And move this back. I think I have to remove the gun for this part. And then he's got his little stubby arms. Yeah, definitely played with, but I've seen them in worse condition. And he has got his gun, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to put him with his teammates again. Whoops. Just drop that. Right, what else have we got? We have another protector bot. We've got first aid. And my wife bought me first aid. Not the medical kind, the actual toy. A while ago. So I now have a second one. Although I think the one, well, I know the one that my wife bought me is in better condition than this. But still, first aid. A lot of people's favourite protector bot just because of the IDW comic book. I feel like he's missing something from his chest there. I'm sure there isn't supposed to be that big gap, but I might be wrong. Anyway, there we go. Another protector bot. Truly the dullest of the special teams. That'll trigger someone, I can tell you now. Somebody will be ranting as we speak. What else have we got in here? So, we've got one of Powmaster Prime's shoulder cannons. We have another of his shoulder cannons. And they're both in pretty good condition, actually. I actually think they're better than my original ones. We have Abominus's fists. Is that Abominus? I don't think that is. Is that from Superior, maybe? Defensor, I'm sure, had Blackfeet. Anyway, so we've got some bits there. We've got Abominus's head. So all those bits can go over here. I'm going to bag all of these things up so I can keep it all together. We have loads of bits here. So I'm pretty sure they're Abominus's feet. From the Target Master tripod things you get with the Seacons. I've got at least one of those. I think we're going to have more than one. We've got a G1 Power Glide. Oh, I guarantee this isn't going to be in great condition. Given the age of the poor thing, I don't think the wings are going to stay up in robot mode. Are they? No, no, no. Oh no, he's got limp arms. Yay, there you go. There you go, Power Glide. And pop him back. Because I think this guy looks like he's going to be at his best in his vehicle mode, is he? No, not really. His wings are really floppy. Oh dear, that one. Never mind. Still pretty cool. Who doesn't love Power Glide, really? Oh wow, we've got a groove. So again, I've never owned a groove. I can already tell he's floppy. His feet are flopping around here at the back that make up the seat to the bike. So weird holding the old G1 toys with die-cast parts. Just because it's not what we're used to anymore. There's his head in there. I think that goes around like that. Does this? Does it just stand like that? Is that it? Wow. If it is, that's truly terrible. But there you go. And I think his arms just slide up, don't they? Wow, there are his arms. I do remember as a kid thinking that the protector bots were a bit rubbish, and I'm not going to lie, that's not changing my mind right now. So I apologise if you're a big protector bot fan, but why? Seriously. Right, then we have a real mixed bag. So we've got a broken Brawl. Poor Brawl, and his cannon has snapped off. Again, could maybe be glued, but then of course you wouldn't be able to move his cannon. Still, might be worth trying to fix. We have, we've got some bits and pieces from Ground Shaker. So we have his cannon. And again, there might be somebody who wants some of these bits and pieces. We have the gun that goes on the top, and one of the missile pods from the side. I'm hoping we'll have the other missile pod somewhere in there. And there's loads of, we're getting into some of the random stuff now. Let's get the rest of the figures out. We have the G2 release, I think it was. G2 of Long Haul. Where's his head? There you go. Not bad. Pretty good, Nick. That goes with Skystalker over here, so it's with one of his big cannons. That will go with my non-broken version. We have the missing weapon from Sea-Wing, which is going to go on here. So I'll keep all that together. He still doesn't want to stand up, back heavy now. We have, I want to say Bone Crusher. I think it's Bone Crusher. Not my favourite of the Constructicons, I'm not going to lie. But there we go. And get his feet out. When my son Liam was younger, we bought him a knockoff version of the Constructicons because he wanted the full set. We saw this knockoff set, and yeah, this is feeling only slightly better than that. I'm sure there's something I'm not doing correctly, which is Lewi's feet aren't staying upright, or he's not staying upright, I should say. But I'll have a fiddle around with him. But yeah, so we've got them. And we have bits of blades. I don't think, is that complete? I always thought he had the skids that you land on. Maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering that. I see. So that's going to come out to the side, as is that. That's going to pop back. And then we bring that up. And then somehow these guns do they just go back on. Okay, I suppose that's one way of doing it. There you go, blades. There might be small bits to him in here. It really is just getting into a mixed bag now. So we've got, that is a Cutthroat's gun. I'm pretty sure. Yep, goes with him. We have some more bits. You can see the Muppets in here. That looks like it's the cannon that would go with Brawl, who of course is broken. Another part from the many parts for the Seacons. Another part for Skystalker. Again, I'll probably be taking some of these parts and using them on my incomplete versions of these figures. And then we've got lots and lots of bits. Oh look, we've got Nautilator's other fist. We've got the other missile pod from Ground Shaker. And yeah, I didn't put that in right. But that does clip in. I'll have to fiddle around with that later. It's definitely not broken, so it should clip in. The other part from Nautilator, so there you go. If we want him in lobster mode, we can do that, and he's complete. And then lots and lots of other bits. There he is. It's Power Master Optimus Prime's head. And one of his rifles. And we have, I think, the guns from Skystalker over there. Two more of the guns. This is actually really good for me because with these weapons, I think I'll be able to complete my Skystalker, which I've had bits and pieces of for a long time. I think that is Ripper Snapper's gun. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm sure somebody will tell me. I'll TF wiki all this stuff anyway, just to check if I'm right or not. And that is Blade's other leg cannon, whatever you want to call it. Blades actually is my favourite of those. Whoops, sorry, long haul. Blades is my favourite of those so far, although again, definitely a well played with toy. Yes, legs don't want to stay up. We have loads. We have Snapdragon's guns and Snapdragon's. Oh, you can see all the muck in there. Snapdragon's tail fins. So the tail fins can go back on the arms, like so, and they're often missing.
A peg.
That is a peg in there. You are right. There is another transformer in there.
Is there?
Yeah, a little one.
Oh, a green one.
Yeah, so what we have in there, Snapdragon with his guns, we have Ground Shaker. Always seems strange to me why Ground Shaker would be a jet and be called Ground Shaker and drive a land-based vehicle. But anyway, you know, there he is. So that, apart from the ramps, which I think might be in here anyway, appears to be complete. Now let's keep going. We've got these two guns, which I am pretty certain go with this guy. I want to call him Flat Top. I keep calling him Flat Top. If his name's not Flat Top, well, okay, it's fine. There's more important things in life to worry about. And then we have a load of bits and pieces. Anybody identify any of these? Not sure, don't recognise those myself. I'll put them with the Jetfire parts for now, just because they're red. And now that looks really familiar. Is that from Superion, maybe? Which means that might be from Superion as well. Is that his top and his vest and pants? Quite possibly. Put them over here for now. We've got, my apologies, leaning over in front of you. We've got Superion's head. So it looks like we have got a lot of the parts to make Superion, at least. He might be floppy as hell, but we'll have the parts. Cinetwin's gun. And this is really good for me because the one bit missing from my original toy of Cinetwin is his pistol, which somehow I lost. I don't know how. I must have lost it in a house move. We have Rodimus Prime's rifle, which again is pretty awesome because I already have a Rodimus Prime, but he's missing his rifle. And this one has a version, although it doesn't seem to want to go in his fist. Maybe because it knows it's going to someone else. There we go. Looking good. We also have what looks to me like Sludge's weapon. Now, that's interesting because there's no sludge in here. So as I said, we might, if we're lucky, be getting some more from this person, from their house. And then we have just a collection of lots and lots of bits. So I'm guessing that's from the Protectobots. It's the weapons that plug into the back of the vehicle modes for one or two of them. That looks like it's from our friend over here, Grease Pit. That's from Skyhopper. And that's mostly what the rest of this is going to be. So we have a random Dinobot gun. And we have a ramp. Does that go with Silverbolt, I think? Somebody might be able to tell me again. I'm sure Silverbolt and some of the original G1 combiners had like a base mode. We've got a little rifle. Whose rifle is that? I want to say it's Brawn's. That's cool though, because I have, again, a non-broken Brawn that doesn't have his guns back here and doesn't have this rifle. So, happy days for me. We have this gun, which is definitely Skyhopper's, but I'm trying to remember which way it goes in. That's it. Ta-da! There's his gun. We've got Grimlock's arm. The broken arm from Grimlock. So that I might be able to glue back on. I'm going to have a go. You've got to try and rescue it, haven't you? And again, we've got lots of random bits in here. I'll try and pick out some of the ones that might be of interest. We have two of the aerial bots guns, the little aerial bots. I'll have to figure out whose is who. We have a fist. Just in case we didn't know it's a right fist, it's got an R on it. Which I'm guessing is going to be still...
Could have done with that for that other transformer with his arms backwards.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do about Apeface. I've never seen that on a G1 bot with his arms being the wrong way around. Unless the person has pulled them off and then reattached them back to front. We have Silverbolt's rifle. Which is cool, so... A lot of these do seem to be quite complete. I'm not going to lie, some of them do have weapons missing where I don't know where their weapons is. That is, I'm sure, Quake's gun cannon, and that one, I don't know. Anybody recognise that? I want to say that that's from Quake's tank mode. Again, I will wiki these things, but we have a missile launcher. Could well be a Dinobot missile launcher as well. I'm just going to move the box now so that I can get to it a little bit easier. It is full of muck and mess. We have this. Does anybody recognise what this is? It's got a blue gun attached to it. I'm not sure if it's supposed to. It has a blue gun attached to it. Oh my days. It's Needlenose Tailfin. The amount of Needlenose figures that are missing his tail fin, and that is down here at the bottom, which if it will clip back on and stay on, is... Oh. He's complete. I mean, he needs some stickers and clean, but other than that, he's complete. We have Powmaster Prime's other gun, which I'm going to knock everything over trying to put it in. In fact, before I do, as I say, this is literally straight from the box here, so yeah. Doesn't seem to want to go in. I'll fiddle with that later. We have another missile pod, this time for Skyhopper. We have more of the bits from the Target Masters. We have another Dinobot looking missile launcher. So I think there may be somewhere, not in this box unfortunately, but somewhere, some more parts to the Dinobot's gun. Are they the same? They look like the same gun. I could be wrong, they may not be Sludge's. Maybe these guns belong to someone else, but they look like Sludge's guns to me. I'm no McFeely, don't get me wrong. We have these two weapons, which I'm feeling might belong to Groove. I think they tab onto the back here. And again, anybody who's actually managed to sit and last till this point and is still watching this will be able to say.
My hand's gone dead. My hand's gone dead.
I'm not sure what to say. We have tiny little guns. Anybody recognise these? I don't know what they go with. Don't really look like Transformers guns, but they might be. We've got a bit of Lego. We have some ramps for our Micromaster bases. We have some more ramps for our Micromaster bases. I look like a mixture of ground breakers and skyhoppers. Is that from inside Skyhopper? I think it could be. I think that goes inside Skyhopper and that allows him to stand in there. I'm going to pop it there for now. I've checked. Really weird. We've got part of a G1 Erector. I think it's Erector. Oh no, maybe it's not. Actually, this might go with Ironworks, which is over there somewhere. So this is basically going to be the rest of my evening. It's going to be trying to put all these bits back together. We have whatever that is. I don't know, a radar thing? God knows. I'll put it in there. That looks like it goes with Ironworks again. We have some missiles of varying sizes. So again, we'll figure out which they go with. This is when the wiki comes in so handy. and other bits and pieces. So to go with our missile launchers, we might have missiles, although they don't seem to want to fit or go in. No, don't seem to be the right ones, but we do have a missile. Another small yellow gun that might be from our Constructicon friends. We have Snaptrap's rifle. So it's pretty much a full set of the Seacons. And we have, that's what I was looking for, both of the panels from Rodimus Prime's big cannon thing. This is both of the shields, so that's great. Make that complete. We have another Dinobot sword. So I have to check which one is actually Grimlock's. But it looks like there should be another one. We have another ramp. Another little missile pod thing. And then we start to really get to the bottom of the barrel now. So we have a broken G1 aerial bot gun. So it's snapped off, so they won't be able to hold it anymore, which is a shame. Some other little bits from the Seacons guns. Oh, another aerial bot gun, not broken this time. Another one of these small rifles. Anybody recognise them? Do let me know. And more of those missiles. So I wonder if these missiles are from another G1 figure like Jazz. These ones seem to be a different colour. They definitely don't fit. Or at least they don't lock in. Oh, just as I say that.
Did it?
Shall we test it? Yay! Take your eye out. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. And another one, loads of the missiles. And then lots of dirt and lots of other bits and pieces. We have another broken aerial bot rifle. Seems to be a lot of those that we found in there. Not sure if that's part of a transformer or not. And then a couple of other bits, another little gun. So I'll have to check all of these. I don't know what they're from exactly, but I won't throw them away until I know they're not from a transformer. And I think we are done for now. Nothing else in there looks like it's from a transformer. Weird small baggie. We won't ask any questions about that. Right, so that's it. This is everything that we've got from the box. Hopefully not the last of these kinds of boxes. Hopefully there will be some more of these G1 goodness coming. These came from somebody who donated them to me via my wife. Somebody who works with my wife. Apparently belonged to their brother. They didn't want them back, so lucky me. So yeah, thank you for sticking with it if you've watched all this. And thank you to my wife for sticking with it because she's been filming all this. And yeah, I'll catch you on Transformers the Show, Friday nights 8 o'clock on YouTube.